What's up? Hey you guys, it's Conscious Mary here. Um, Today I'm just going to those of you who follow me on social media, you all may have seen how I posted about, me posting about having a seizure behind the wheel earlier. Last week now. Oh hell, it's damn near been a week now. Looking over at my whiteboard. Anyways, so you may have seen me talking about me having a seizure behind the wheel. So I guess today what I was going to do was just basically a story time, just kind of going into that. Anyone who follows me, who's been following me for a minute, knows I am a new motto. I go around body love, around self love, but it honestly goes so much deeper than that. If you are anybody who maybe is already on their spiritual path, on their spiritual journey, trying to find more spiritual awareness, who's in that phase of, asking questions, what you're really watching, rewatching all these science fiction movies and really starting to point out and figure out how it's not fiction and you're trying to correlate it with your life type thing. I go around self-love in the aspect of freedom, of not feeling like you have to fall into a certain category or a certain group or fit a certain image, quite frankly. Me for image of for image for me for instance, I'm not even really sure where to start. I will just end up making this a smoke and talk. I know honestly around this time last year I was saying how I was going to do smoke and talks, to where it's just me smoking, us, you all, and we talk about different things. So when it comes to just a deeper aspect of it, I know with me, for instance, one thing that I have realized on such a serious level is how much, quite frankly, this is what I was supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. When I put the pieces together from when I was a child, just always being just kind of the standout child, the little rebellious child. I remember I was, you know how you have like a little cartoon character. My little cartoon character was Betty Boop. Was actually Betty Boop. So to be getting ready to turn 25 on the 23rd of this month, and seeing myself fall deep into body love and that being my path to self-love, but self-love being my path to spirituality, to consciousness, to awakening, and putting those pieces together and allowing it to really open me up. The reason I started Exposed Thoughts is for just the uncovering of ourselves, right? So if we can start off being brave enough to uncover our physical bodies, and that's just the outer layer. That's just the outer layer of, quite frankly, what's really going on. I can't get too deep. That's gonna take, anyways. That's just the outer layer. So if we can be brave enough to show ourselves physically and realize that we have that right, that there's nothing wrong with it regardless. I actually had to change one of the notes on my wall last year. I had put up a note, and it says I'm allowed to be nude and not be sexual. And that's what I needed when I first started my journey. That's what I needed when I first started my journey, because I was so afraid of, oh, you're a hoe, oh, you're this, or you're that, and things like that. But then I realize now that I'm also allowed to be naked and for it to be sexual. The point is, I'm allowed to do what the fuck I want, right? This is our lives. We get to choose. I told you all about that. What the quote that I heard that I would end up using too much. That you are a creator. You can be a conscious creator or unconscious creator, but either way, you're creating, right? Either way, you're creating. Either way, you are creating. When we talk about speaking things into existence and talking, just the little things you are saying are literally creating the things around you. The small things you're saying you may want. Next thing you know, you'll even notice it, on your Instagram. You may say something, next thing you know, you're seeing an ad for it. If you think of that literally in every aspect of your life, quite frankly, that's how it works. So, even when I get into that, I get into that to, I guess, get into the story time of when I just had the seizure, behind the wheel last week. So, whew, it was actually where I had went to Crystal Blue. I went to Crystal Blue over in Little 5 Points. Anybody out in Atlanta knows the little crystal store, right? But you want to be careful when you are dealing with crystals and energies and vibrations and things like that. Again, it's a whole nother world of things you're getting into. Anyways, and I don't believe in coincidence. So, literally the day before the seizure and everything, I went to Crystal Blue because I wanted to get a black tourmaline stone. To anyone who knows about stones, crystals, and things like that, it's supposed to be a stone of protection, but it works. It's more so of dark energy. But again, if you know about balance, you know about the yin and yang sign. To start simple, you have the balance of dark and light, quite frankly. So, but anyways, even when I was in Crystal Blue, I actually had someone come up to me and say, "Oh, are you Conscious Mary from Instagram?" And I'm on it, whatever. I love when I get shown love when I'm out and about, and people may notice me and come up to me and just love. I love being shown love. I really appreciate y'all. But I even had someone come up to me and notice who I was when I was in there. And I don't believe in coincidence, so it's just funny how everything kind of aligns. So I had just gotten this stone, but the thing about just energies in general, but especially when you're dabbling in different kind of things, I'm starting to realize how powerful I am, quite frankly. So that brought a lot of powerful energy onto me that, quite frankly, I already had. I guess sitting there in the first place. So I remember when I left out of the store, I ended up talking to a few guys who were outside selling their own crystals and their own jewelry and things like that. So I talked to a few of them. We exchanged Instagrams and things like that. And I go to my car. I leave. As I'm leaving, as I'm leaving, as I'm about to get onto the highway, I have an officer actually come up behind me. I can't lie, I did not have insurance, okay? Yeah, so the thing is, even after seizing behind the wheel, if you in Atlanta, you know how Atlanta is. It's crazy. I was on the highway and seized out behind the wheel, and somehow my car is fine. It's just, it got the same damage on it that it already had. And I was fine. Look at me, I'm perfectly fine. But but the reason the car was towed and taken away is not because it was totaled, but it just lacked insurance. And so until I get insurance and re-register everything and pay the towing fee, it's gonna be there. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is the day before, the police had actually pulled up behind me. And I'm like, oh shit. And this was literally right after I got the stone. Now, like I said, I don't believe in coincidence. So by me going and getting this energy and being such a powerful being, I realized what a powerful creator and manifester I am. I've literally been saying things and they've been honestly happening so fast. They've been happening so fast. They've been happening so fast, and I do not believe in coincidence. So I'm just really stepping into my power, and I believe that when I cannot really grasp, when I cannot really step back and again, if you are into any kind of spirituality or anything, you know, like I was saying before about balance, that you have to equally pay attention to your shadows as you do your light. Okay, we can't neglect the things that may be flawed in us and just try to focus on the highlights of what we do right. We have to be willing to pay both sides attention. So when it comes to, I know me and my seizures, it almost feels as if it's just a moment where I am just not consciously in control of my power. For instance, for those of you who are watching, who are keeping up with what I'm saying, I was just talking to my little sister, telling my little sister how I wanted some natural little clip-ins, right? But I wasn't ready to pay for the clip-ins. Next thing you know, probably a week later, I literally get a fucking email. I get a goddamn email, myconsciousmarygmail.com, and it's like, hey, we found you on Instagram. We wanted to send you some money through PayPal to try our natural clip-ins. Let us know which one you want, and we will send you the money to pay for it. Just leave a review. And I don't believe in coincidence, so that's crazy as fuck to literally have been looking at. That's what I mean when I say you can be a conscious creator or unconscious creator, but either way you're creating. The little things you're talking about, the little things you're saying you're wanting, you have the power to manifest it, to bring it to life, to organize your thoughts in a way where you see it in your physical reality. Quite frankly, that's all of this is, anyways. Just organized chaos. So when you really begin to grab a hold of your power and really learn when and how to use it, you realize all the power that you come with. So, and that may not seem huge to a lot of people, but it's a big deal. You realize that everything you're saying are these little spells, are these little magic spells that you are putting out into the universe. You can feel it when you're talking about certain things. It's almost what you get tingles, your heart may race, and things. That's how you know what you're talking about. You're bringing to life right then, and it's actually possible. I know before the whole accident happened with my car, and my car was going, and even I talk about my protection, and even the fact that I had just got this protection stone. Now I should have got a light stone to go with it because it's a strong stone. I didn't understand how strong it was. So quite frankly, I feel like it just kind of brought out the dark energy in me, that shadow side that we aren't taught to deal with automatically. We're taught to fear and kind of avoid a lot of the time. Um, but because I had just got this stone, and because quite frankly I'm already so open when it comes to just me getting, that's why I talk about body love and self-love. When I got into nudity and realizing that I had the right to do whatever I wanted to do with my body, I started questioning everything else, and I started really realizing that I had the right to do whatever I wanted with my entire life. If I could do whatever I wanted to do with my body, I could do whatever I wanted to do in my life. And I didn't have to go off of these fearful tactics and opinions that they would try to throw on you to scare you away from doing things that bring you that feeling, that heart rush, um, that passionate feeling that you'll get when you are really experiencing, quite frankly, freedom on a level to yourself, when you're really realizing and figuring out where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing, right? So, whew, um, again, when it comes to, so what I was saying was, I had just got this black tourmaline protection zone. I seized out behind the wheel. Apparently, I got into an accident with somebody, but again, when I'm looking on the description of what's wrong with my car, nothing's wrong with my car but the same damage that was already there before. So apparently, it wasn't anything too bad, and I literally just had this Lyft driver who actually took me to the store today and everything. He's been real sweet. But so I say I love love, I love love. I get so much love, I get so much love from around me. That's what I really have to realize, even in the moments where I'm wildly overwhelmed and I'm like, it's, no fucking way I've had another seizure, etc., etc. Even then, just the love I receive and the protection around me. But like I was saying, he was telling me and my sister how he ended up in Atlanta. He just got out to Atlanta, but the reason he's here is because his mother got into an accident with a drunk driver, but she was pinned up in her car. So her whole leg is like broken and done for. A bunch of stuff going on, and that's her in an accident. With a drunk driver, and me, I'm seizing out behind the goddamn wheel. Um, on the highway, and everybody fine. The other person fine. I'm fine. Everybody shit fine. Again, I ain't got a scratch on my face, anything like that. So when you realize that, again, I don't believe in coincidence. So I'm just like, the power in that to really realize that right after I'm getting this stone, something like this happened, and it brings out this strong energy, but still in the midst of this strong energy being brought to forefront, because quite frankly, it's just what has to happen. As fucked up as it is, it's stupid, don't get me wrong, but it's a necessary step in the process. um, to come out, and like I said, that have to come out, but to still be so deeply protected right after getting this stone, it just goes to show my power, quite frankly, and just realizing the power that you really hold, and just the way that the gods, ancestors, spirits, again, whichever you want to call it, the way they guide you to where you need to be. Um, can be intense, but is where you need to be, quite frankly. I need some water. But, so, yeah, that's intense. So, when it comes to that and me having to have met this guy and he's out here because he has to help his mom after she was in an accident, but she didn't turn out anywhere near as lucky. It's just about taking those gifts and when you acknowledge those powers, really using them the way you need to, quite frankly. So, I know when it comes to me, like I said, I know I'm meant to speak to others, um, opening up them in the way of body love because that was my start, quite frankly, into everything else, into getting, like I said, so much deeper. It gets so much deeper. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more out there to learn. And the moment you realize you have control, that you get to create, you don't want to stop creating. You want to find out more. You want to figure out what more can I create. What haven't they been telling me I can create this whole time? And so just by taking the first step of in this human form realizing that you have the right to expose yourself and love your body, your physical form, the way it is, and that you can, quite frankly, shape and mold that form the way you want to, but you have to first believe that you can. You have to acknowledge your power of your body, that this is your body, so you can shape it, you can create it, you can do with it what you want and what you please. The fear tactics that they will try to put around it to scare you away from your own body, you have the right to enjoy being completely nude. I tell people all the time, a lot of time we grow up always having to put on clothes and things when we're naked. Our mind automatically will go to what we feel is flawed first. So it has to become a conscious effort of being nude and being exposed and looking at yourself and changing the habit to look at what you like instead, and you'll begin to realize that becomes the subconscious habit. That now when you're looking in the mirror, your eyes are diverting to what you do like rather than what you don't. And just like that, your body is shaping itself out to be exactly what you wanted it to be. Because like I said, everything we do, everything we say are little magic spells. They're little creations. They make things happen around us, to us, for us. So we want to make sure that we are practicing moving in the correct way. Like we're having this experience, this human experience, really using all of our power to, again, just quite frankly create in the way that we deserve and that we need to for ourselves, for our growth, for our evolution, for just our awakening, our alignment, a bunch of things, a bunch of things, a bunch of things. So I guess that's where I can wrap it up at again when it comes to just energy. Pay attention, connect the dots. There's so much out here to learn. I want to be with you on your journey. I've come so far. I feel all the power I hold in me. Oh, I almost forgot to tell y'all the other example. Before the whole thing happened with the car and it was going, I was going to get an oil change and I told my sister, I'm going to get this oil change for free. And so I was like, watch me get this oil change for free. I was like, I'm going to pay my bill leggings. I'm going to get this oil change for free. So I wear my really cute leggings that my little sister and my mama had just got me, that make my booty look even better than it already looks, okay? And again, we are allowed to use every piece of us the way we please, okay? You do not have to feel guilty or ashamed about anything. They put these fear tactics on you so you never really learn and get to know yourself get comfortable with yourself and really dive into your power and just take hold of everything that belongs to you in the first place. Anywho, before I get off topic again, um, so I wear my cute leggings. I go up there. It's the same guy who was there, who I know, who was there when who changed my oil last time. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, long story short, I'm talking to him. He take my keys, going back and forth. And he's like, go ahead. I tell him I need to smoke. He's like, go to the back. It's a little area back there. You can go ahead and smoke back there. So I'm back there smoking. Talking to him a little bit through the gate. And then, so he come back to let me know, hey, your car is ready. Don't worry about it. You good. So, just like that, my oil change was free. I'm being told, don't worry about it. You good. So that's what I mean when I say the more consciously aware of it, the more you can control it, the more you can pick and choose what you want and actually have it happen, and actually see it happen before you. Sometimes we'll ask for things with the whole, I didn't ask for my car to be gone, but I did ask to really be able to focus on some of my business goals the way I needed to. And I absolutely believe that with the way my personality is, it's just the way it had to go in order for me to manifest the things that I've been sitting here saying that I want to manifest. The real things, the big things. Because I am so powerful, it's just that time, quite frankly. And that was just the way it had to happen. So, um, yeah, open up, get ready. We're in 2020. We're in a whole new time, you guys. We're in a whole new era. So many things are happening. So much is coming up. So many people are waking up. Be one of those people. Be one of those people. Join me on my journey. Have your own journey. Um, Let me be with you on yours. Follow my Patreon. Subscribe to my Patreon. That link will be in the bio. Subscribe for more artwork, for more uncensored artwork when it comes to body love. And what I realized too is I love seeing other naked women too, because it just made me realize how bodies have the right to be unique and how they are still so beautiful and so sexy and everything like that, regardless of how different they are. And they are so different, right? So it's for my ladies too, it's for my women too, especially for my women. The more comfortable you get looking at other women, you start realizing, oh shit, we're all different, quite frankly, and I do have this right. I do have this right. So start your journey. Like I said, subscribe, videos, expose thoughts to where we'll be talking, and it won't even be sheer like this. We'll get into the habit of truly exposing ourselves, starting outwardly, starting physically, and building up that braveness to expose ourselves spiritually, mentally, um, consciously, in so many other ways too. So just so many things I have coming for you all. For my ladies, I've been having some ladies in my messages and my DMs. I even had an email. I got a few emails from some ladies. I am doing $50 a month private session with my ladies when it comes to body love, self-love. And that's just, we get to talk monthly. He'll have one lady already, and what she likes is sending me her, she'll send me some like nude selfies and things like that. And we'll go, again, when it comes to body love, having somebody, when you want to feel sexy and you're in this world where you're told sexy has to look a certain way, it's always beautiful to have somebody around who is going to hype you up, quite frankly. So let me be that person for you. That's only $50 a month. You all can email me, you can message me, come through my Instagram. Like I said, subscribe to my Patreon, support you all, and I can't wait to just keep on this journey with you all. We have a whole lot coming. We have a whole lot coming. I'll let you all know when these courses are dropping and things like that. So I'll see you all next time. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, and I'll talk to you all soon.